Come on a journey into the future of pastoralism. Pastoralism in Somalia is more than a livelihood. It is a way of life, an identity, an integral part of the Somali culture and economy. The country's arid and semi-arid landscapes have long shaped this way of life.
magacaygu waa Cabdilaahi Cabdiwaax waxaanu nahay beeraley xoolo dhaqato gaar ahaan anigu geelan ka shaqeeya intaaba geela ayaan soo hadii ku isla soo socon waxay ahayd geel waxyaalo badan buu qabtaa kow horta waa waxa noloshayadu waa ku xiran tahay anigoo dhaqankeennii raacaya soo jireenka ahaa yaa dowladda inuu sii socdo haddaan Cabdilaahi yahay waxaan doonayaa inuu dhaqankeennaasi sii jiro weligii sii muuqdo inuu sii socdana waan jecelahay aad baan jecelahay.
Just like Abdullahi, over 60% of Somalia's population depends on livestock as their main source of income, contributing to 60% of the country's GDP. But pastoralism, in its current form, is at risk.
magacayga waxaa la socday Cabdiraxmaan waxaan ahay xoolo dhaqat markii horena waxaan ku ababay xoolo dhaqat ninkana xoolo dhaqatadii baan aniguna waxaan reeguuraa ilaa 18 sano cunadu waa nagu kulush cunadu waa kulush awadu waa nagu kulush waxaa jira madax wareer waxaa jira hargab waxaa jira qorax daran waxaa jira sidaas oo dhulku abaar iska yahay mar walba waxay u saameynteeda waxaan kale anagu isleenahay waxa soo dhan oo ama xanuunka ama madax wareerka waxay ku saabsan yihiin marka koobaad annaga macnaheedu suxir bararka iyo nolol xumada iyo nafaqada mar walba dadka iska haysta tii hore boqolkiiba boqol tii hore fiicnay reer waag hore ay ahaayeen reer guuraa waxay ahaayeen dhul caafimaad qaba iyo xoolo fiyo haystay ahaayeen kana nolol liit.
Over the past decade, the rising frequency and intensity of climate-related shocks, including severe droughts and extreme floods, have left many pastoralists increasingly vulnerable to hunger, malnutrition, and poverty, often lacking the time needed to recover between shocks before the next one hits. In addition, poor land management leads to environmental degradation, exacerbating conflict over increasingly scarce resources. For generations, the passage of pastoralists along traditional migratory routes has sustained whole families and communities. It has been a cornerstone of the Somali economy. But now, pastoralists impacted by climate shocks are facing destitution and the loss of their herds, forcing many to abandon their traditional livelihoods, moving instead to urban areas where they become dependent on humanitarian assistance. Many never return to their rural way of life, and with that, an integral part of Somali cultural history and economy is lost forever.
nolosha miyigu markay ay wanaagsan tahay waxaan ku cirkuna u daay ay hayhayd kolkay xooluhuna joogeen ee dhulkuna u baadka lahaa ayay nolosha doonaysid nolol lagu waarayo mugta laakiin deen laguma waarine markaas nagu qurux badnay xoolihina ay noo joogeen beerina noo baxeen laakiin kolkay xoolihii ama beertii miduu isbedelo ayay markaas deetana bilaabmaysaa inay wax isbedelaan caqabadu markaas ku bilaabmaysaa inaad markaa deetana aad ka baxday noloshii wanaagsan xitaa dhulkii biyaha bariga hore lahaan jiray biyaha ay biyuhu ku jiri jireen meelaha godka ama doxyada biyihii maba qabanayaan kolkaa meel aadan biyo ku ogaan jirin oo shishe ayay biyihii ayaa biyo yeelaysa.
The Future of Pastoralism program proposes a safer and more sustainable future for Somali pastoralists. Under government leadership, FAO and partners propose to develop pastoral development hubs at intervals along key trade corridors. The aim is to provide pastoralist communities with consistent access to water, nutritious food sources, veterinary and healthcare, training and other essential services, resulting in healthier, higher value animals and diversified livelihoods. That means more food secure and climate resilient communities. Fixed veterinary clinics will be established to facilitate treatments and vaccinations as part of a strategic multi-year plan to control the spread of livestock diseases and provide overall animal health services. Each fixed clinic will be accompanied by 2 mobile clinics supported by regional and district laboratories. Livestock production extension centres will provide training to pastoralists on animal husbandry, feeding practices, health and general management techniques. Fodder value addition and aggregation centres will process, store and sell fodder at affordable prices. There will also include separate areas for machine processing, storage, and have space for community engagement opportunities, such as training in climate adaptation, land management, conflict resolution, and basic literacy, or new methods of alternative income generation through activities such as beekeeping. Well-managed sustainable rangelands means better pasture availability and shorter distances for pastoralists to travel in search of grazing, reducing the risk of conflict or loss of animals. Each hub will have around a 30-kilometre radius, taking into account grazing patterns and sustainable watershed management. Upgraded or newly constructed livestock markets at strategic locations will connect pastoralists to buyers, ensuring better prices for their animals and improved income. At the macroeconomic level, the livestock sector generates about 80% of Somalia's foreign currency earnings, with many animals being sold to Gulf countries.
Banka Islaamka dadkan xajaya xoolaha loo gowracaa baa loo qaadaa tiro badan bay qaataan loo kala hana Sacuudiga wax badan xoolo badan baa lagu iibsadaa marka waxa laga yaabaa 12 bilood kale in ma garanaysa aan la iibsan xoolaha inta xajka loo qaato ay ka badan tahay in badan.
But by the time animals reach the market, they often exhibit a poor body condition, resulting in lower prices for the pastoralists. To help prevent this, in addition to pasture and fodder, existing water sources will be rehabilitated along the trade routes. A clear, operational and well-regulated business model with strong land management will help ensure viable long-term access to the water for both livestock and domestic use. By ensuring the safe and healthy passage of both animals and people along the trade routes, the Future of Pastoralism initiative will improve the food security and resilience of pastoralist communities, as well as boosting export volumes and revenues for smallholders. Crucially, it will also stimulate national economic growth and the continued development of Somalia's livestock sector. Join us on our journey into the future. Together, we can create an inclusive and climate-resilient future for Somali pastoralists that preserves, yet modernizes, this vital way of life, making it safer, more sustainable, and more productive. The future of pastoralism is now.